Alright guys, today we are gonna be reacting to emo girl proves why men don't want to be a leader anymore. Jump in.
I was my 2-year relationship. We took on more traditional roles. I would make dinner for him and I'd wake up early and make him coffee and stuff, and I learned to trust him and listen to him, but it wasn't because he was obey me, go do this for me, go do this for me, I'm telling you what to do. It was more like he would give me a suggestion and I'd be like, actually, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do my own thing. But sometimes I would end up messing up and I'd be like, maybe I should have listened. And then that would keep happening until I learned to trust his opinion. And so I was just like, you know what? Yeah, you're kind of usually right. So I think I'll just listen to it. And obviously,
Oh, perfect. He had to trick you into submission.
No, it's
great, right? Well,
no,
okay.
it's not
Maybe
sad,
some women like to be tricked into submission.
Manipulated.
Right?
It's not,
and you
it's
go,
not a trick,
I'm
though.
secretly submitting, but in reality, I'm going, no, I'm not going to submit. F off, even though I'm telling you that I'm going to.
Well,
and then when I just fail over and over and over, well, then I learned that I'm incompetent and so therefore should listen to you. That does not sound awesome to me. That sounds awful to me, and I would rather pull my teeth out with a pair of pliers than deal with a woman that I had to trick into submission. It sounds terrible.
Wait, so you think...
Andrew went there without no mercy, man. He's not playing. Wow.
that it's not okay to make mistakes?
No, I didn't say it's not okay to make mistakes.
Well, that's what you're
But
implying,
no,
right?
I think that you tricked. You said that you had an agreement with this guy that you were going to do the things that he said.
No. There was no agreement.
Yes,
There's
hang
no
on,
agreement.
hang on. Then you can correct. You said he'd tell you to do something, and you'd say okay, but then you secretly wouldn't really do it.
No.
You would secretly resist it.
You're
and then you do it
misunderstanding
your
the
own way. And then when you
situation.
fucked it up, he'd come in and be like, oh, you fucked that up. And he went, yeah. And so over time, you started to listen to him. What did I get wrong there?
You get wrong that we had an agreement and that I was...
And what was the agreement, that you were going to listen to him?
No, there's no agreement. It was more just consulting me on I would come to him
agreement.
for advice.
What? How do you say if there was an agreement and then in the next there was no
I don't
agreement?
recall saying there's an agreement. I just said we took on traditional roles slowly, and it's not because he told me to. There's no agreement. We were just dating. It's just nice. I like taking care of him.
Well, you just said there was an agreement.
I know what you're trying to say, that you learned during the relationship that it was rewarding.
Hey, there we go with the hero. They go with the hero, but man, this is something that I'm always wondering. So a female jumps in and tries to correct her. She's woman explaining. But a man would jump in and try to explain it. It's mansplaining. You see what I'm saying? So this lady over here, the European lady here, she's just trying to jump in and trying to help her out. But why? She doesn't need it. She's literally saying that, isn't that okay? Is it okay if you make mistakes? She's making a mistake right now. Let her do it. Let her go through it.
To listen to him,
Right,
but I think what Andrew is saying is a lot of men don't want a woman that is going to be like a small child that needs to be taught to listen and trust a partner.
That's not what he's saying.
Yeah, I don't want to have to roll up a newspaper and smack you on the nose, right? And be like, no. I don't want to have to roll up a newspaper and be like, no.
But I have
girl.
sympathy
Don't
for
do
you
that.
because
right, that sounds awful.
If you've never, maybe I'm not going to make any assumptions, but from my own experience, if you've not had a fantastic father figure that puts that trust into you, it can be difficult when you go into a relationship to go, well, why should I listen to this person? But you also want a man who's going to be this gladiator that's going to protect you. But if you were with a soldier and he said do this, you would obey. But if you're with a man, you want him to protect you and provide for you, but you also don't want to obey him. It's just...
So I have a question for you. If a man tells you to go just jump off a bridge and you're I'm an obedient
this
wife,
is out of context.
Yeah.
would you
Yeah,
listen
no,
to
This is the bad thing.
Can I
This is
answer you?
I know this is
That's so has nothing to do with that.
I wanted to say something.
I think that's a jump, a big jump to go from this topic to
hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. Arlena, no, I'm sorry. Is it Kydra? Is that your name? Kydra?
Kybra.
Kybra?
Yeah, it's like Kai and bra. Kybra.
Y'all have these fucking goofy names. But anyway, Kyra, go ahead and finish your point. Your point was to say that what if a guy asked you to jump off a bridge, right?
Well, the point I was trying to make is that these weren't things that were like he was asking me to do for him. It was me coming to him, or like I would let's say like it's like, oh, should I get this orange or should I get this like a cara orange or this orange? He says get the cara or like, you know, I don't know. It's something very like small, but I just learned to trust him, and I don't know where the father figure thing comes up. You know, like if someone gives you bad advice, then you're not gonna want to learn to like follow that advice. But if someone consistently gives you good advice, then you're gonna be like, yeah, this guy has good advice. I'll listen to this advice.
Well, yeah, to answer your question, if my boyfriend told me to jump off a cliff, I would trust him and do it because it would probably be like the right thing. Like there's a bear behind us and there's a trampoline below us.
Oh my God. Can I?
That was so left field. My God. Why we have to do this? I just don't get it. Why we have to say things like this? I just don't get it. These are the conversations that, you know, there's a lot of substance in it, but somehow I just get lost in the minutia. I don't know why, but it's just something tells me that this topic in particular is touching some areas that it just makes women feel uncomfortable.
Say something, please?
See? That's why they want to do the jokely, the lofty, you know, all that stuff, because they don't want to touch on that topic.
What your question was?
Not even my
guys jump off.
Okay, I want to say something.
Jump off a cliff, I would, because it would probably be the right advice.
This is every man's fantasy.
Because I know what you mean when you ask that question. You're not trying to. It's not a stupid question. It's like, well, would you trust him blindly? Is what you're asking.
I know,
and
but let's say
I
this
would
wasn't
trust
a
him
statement.
blindly.
Can I answer you, please?
Yeah.
Well, it's not black and white, okay?
Yeah.
If you're a real woman and you are passionate about the relationship and about having kids and get married and be with your man with everything, and it's rock solid, strong.
Yeah.
So even if you have the little obstacle or a problem, you're not gonna say, "Oh, I don't want to be with him. I'm getting divorced," and you're not gonna think about the kids first, okay? If you have a real relationship, right? And no matter what's going to come in your way, the relationship and the kids and the family is going to come first.
Well,
now,
no, it's actually easier. So it's like, here's my answer to this.
But wait, let me finish my point.
Yeah, go ahead.
Andrew.
Go ahead. Make your points a little briefer if you can.
Okay. And she said, no, are you going to jump off the cliff? No, of course not. If you're with a man that protects you and loves you, he's not going to let you do crazy things, not jump off the cliff, and he's not going to put you out there.
That's what I'm saying. Once you know and trust them, yes, listen to them.
But
But
not
when
even.
you're first
Let me finish
starting
my
the
point.
relationship,
It's
But
not.
this is the problem.
It's not
this
even.
is the problem with the secular perspective.
Let me finish.
This is
my,
the
Sorry.
and even her perspective here, I disagree with, right?
Yeah, because it's coming from a place that have you noticed when you talk, it's coming from a place still that I'm just making the decision. If somehow it's just coming from that perspective, I don't know what to point at, but there's something about her that's coming too strong, like she controls everything. You see what I'm saying?
So.
But my point is that you don't.
Look, I'm sorry that I cut in and I'm cutting you off. I'm sorry that I interrupted your interruption. I'm sorry about that. But I would like to just briefly cut in here and answer your question. You're talking about a value structure. So as we were tangling on this, me and let me see. I think I got the.
Kybra.
I didn't get your name. British chick. What's your name?
Ruby.
On the right. What is it?
Ruby.
Ruby, okay. So the reason I was laughing when you said the bridge jumping thing is because commands or things like this or obeyance has to comport with reason, which is why the value structure of the two people being compatible is what's necessary. So I don't even know how I would navigate a relationship with a secular atheist, for instance, but from a Christian paradigm, the value set is the same. Meaning they're going to know what comports with reason, because if you give them some type of command, which is to sin or something like this, they're not obligated to obey such a command because it no longer comports with reason, right? So that's how you can associate the value sets with the commands, and how you know whether or not it's okay for someone to ask you to jump off a bridge onto jagged rocks, right? I don't think it's any more complex than that.
okay.
Now I'm sorry that I cut in, Sheena. Go ahead, Sheena.
Okay.
Go ahead. The
This
floor
guy-
is
You know,
yours.
I agree with you most of the time, 99%. No, I
Oh,
wanted.
oh. So that's an IOI. IOI, indicator of interest, from the weird self-coach lady. Interesting dynamic right there. That's very weird. I don't know what to say.
To say that it's naturally, things happen naturally. It's not like black and white. You're not gonna come and make a plan. Oh, if he's do this, I'm doing this. It's not a transactional thinking, way of thinking. Things happen naturally. You love someone, you want to do for them, even if sometimes you don't like to do the things, and that's it. It's not like you do this, I do that. You're not calculating. You're not in a relationship to calculate 24/7. You literally just go with the flow and give. The whole point in life, when you're in a relationship, it's first to give and not to take. When you're in this paradigm, everything is easier. But
Yeah, I agree.
unfortunately, here I see a lot of people who just want to take. That's why they lose their values.
All right.
I don't know what you guys think about that one. I think the Cabra lady was starting in the right. She had the right mindset, but I think she's lost because she never had the. I don't know if she had it, but it seems like she got a lot of corruption in her life. A lot of corruption, man. And corruption meaning like cultural corruption, and she got a lot. She got lost. She got lost in the minutia. Now she's confused. But I might be wrong, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. See you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.